say hi. Oh, they've got somebody sitting there. I'm gonna go help her out. Let's go help her out. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go help her out. Oh, no, no. Hi, y'all. Hi. How you doing? You might want to know a little bit more about this place before you have anything to do with them. If you don't have $130,000 to $200,000 to spend inside, you'll end up being their slave labor and joining Sea Org. They work 80 to 100 hours a week for $50 a week. And if they're staff, they're supposed to make $200 a week, but if they don't make money, they don't get paid. And I've learned they're all on YouTube. There's 200 channels. There's 200 channels. They can still hear me, ma'am. Your head is not going to block my voice or my sign. Yeah. You don't want anything to do with this girl. Nope. And they would love to have somebody pretty like you, and they'd put you on all their posters. You can't stop the truth now. Social media is your enemy. The truth is getting out. All the people that have escaped you guys that you probably don't even know about. So you guys don't make very much money, but David Miscavige drives a $200,000 Bentley and gets Italian handmade shoes. Oh, it's true. We saw him. All you got to do is go on YouTube. There's a camera at least 100 orgs every day now. And what's funny is they're probably telling you you're down stat, but you have more people going in and out than any of the other ones do. Dallas can't even turn on all their lights because they're not making enough money. You really should go on YouTube. Because if you had 30 million members, that's 210,000 per org. I see the same 20 people going in and out all the time here. Now let's say you only had 1 million members. That's 7,000 per org. I don't see 7,000 people coming in and out of here. You really should go on YouTube and look. That's what brought me to this, was YouTube. Ex-members telling their stories. Check it out. Go on YouTube. Look for any of us. Now, why do they already have their blinds down on half of the place? That's weird. Did you? Okay, so look at this. Now I know why their blinds are down when I get here. They had their blinds down where their table was. The blinds aren't down over here. Now, why would they do that? Why would they turn the blinds down on a really nice looking cafe while they have their table out? So people can't go in and see? I mean, see how there's nobody there? There's probably a lot of good reasons. All right, let me check my chat. That was awesome! Yeah, they didn't think I was coming. Oh, well, she hasn't been coming. We can put our table out. They had, did you see that? They had her holding the cans. And she was already like, oh, this is weird. So, yeah, she's not coming back. She's not coming back. Did you see her try to stand in front of me? I don't put up with bull crap. I'm like, your head's not gonna block my voice or my sign. Yeah, they're not going to come back. Oh, so we got a new sign today. Oh my God. They are trying to push the purification rundown. Look at that. Free lecture on the purification program. Want to feel more alive? Want to be more productive? Get rid of the toxins, medications, and other poisons in your body? Oh my God, that's such a lie. Discover what causes mental fog and blank periods. Oh my God. Wow. I am standing right every Tuesday at 5. That's why they had the table out. That is awesome. All right, I'm going to be here every Tuesday at 5. Yep, that's going to be me. Now that I know. See, I don't know if you saw that part. So every Tuesday at 5, they're doing a lecture on the purification. They fold, they do. She was laughing at me about the Bentley and the Italian shoes. And I'm like, it's true, girl, it's true. So this is what happened. Oh my gosh, and I have to go to the bathroom. But I had to get here. I didn't get to stop. Let's see. Hi Hitzel. Hi Scooter Mom. Cricket. Hey girl. It was funny. Trying to block me. She was shorter than me, wasn't she? Or about the same? Because I'm only 5'2". They fold so easy. They want to save the planet, but they can't. Card table. That was awesome. Oh yeah, I'm going to be here. Because I was trying to get here by 4:30 before the classes let out. I see why they're doing it at 5, because that's when the classes let out right here. So, yeah, I went to, I was going to watch your show, Scooter Mom, on the way here. And I found out I was caught up. I was like, oh, I already watched it. So, I just watched Natalie's on the way here. But, yeah, I mean, if they can control matter, energy, space, and time, how are they not able to get rid of one protester? And I wasn't mean, but I'm not going to let her play games with me either. Oh, your head's not going to block me, girl. You can do that as much as you want. See, they won't engage with me. I knew they wouldn't. You went all tone 40 and shit. Oh, that made my day. It really did. That girl was too pretty to be joining Scientology. Oh, yeah. That was a good start. Because, I'm always like, well, what am I going to say when I get here? But I want to know, why are there blinds down? Unless they were in there doing it when I wasn't looking in. I listened to Scooter Report on my train ride to Austin today. Now I'm drinking a margarita. Oh, good for you. Prime's trying to figure out how to deliver. I'm surprised anybody has any money to get Amazon packages delivered. But we do know that a lot of the staff has a spouse or whatever, or a second job. I could not imagine working here 80 hours a week and then having a second job. I've had second jobs before after a 40-hour work week, and it was hard. Super hard. Okay, I'm blocking my sign because I came up weird. Hi, Journey. What's up? Yeah. Oh my God, I couldn't believe how hot I looked at because I'm inside all the time. I never know what to. So I looked at it before I left. I'm like, it's 98 degrees in October. But it's super no humidity, so it's not bothering me at all. Dry heat I can handle. Okay. Well, actually, my plan was to go stand by the corner because classes are going to let out soon. So let's go do that. All right. We're going to go to the corner now that I shut them up. Let's see. Break off. So sorry. Whoop, almost fell over. Alrighty. Let's go down here. Whoop. Sorry about that, guys. Whoops. did not have that tightened enough. Let's see. Oh, it's this one over here. Tighten. I gotta go look at the sky there for a second. All right. Oh, let's see. They're gonna be going different directions. So, you know what? Let's just set up right here for while classes change, and then I'll go over to the back side because they'll be coming back later on because they'll be coming back from. So here's the corner. Let's see. Oh my God, there's people doing the Purif. I saw a girl wearing the shirt in her shorts last week. So they have a sauna in here, or they made one. Wow, we got to stop that. So now when I see them in those kind of clothes, I know what to say. Fire weather warning in northern Cali this week. Oh no. Yeah, that was weird when my daughter called me and said, we have a fire 2.5 miles away. Yes, sauna and everything. So, have we figured out, did anybody give us the info? Do the Sea Org members that are here live inside? Or do they put them up somewhere? I'm going to turn it around for a second. Let's see. Close. Ooh, too close. Hold on. You don't want to see my face that close. It's a little bit, let me see if I can make it a little taller. No. Actually, I'll just stand back a little. Let's bring it up a little. It's weird. Alright, let's try that. Alright. I had a guy talk to me off cam last week. Remember? Tell me which day, I'll go look at it. Again. Let's see, what time is it? I got here at the best time. I got a book by Michael Francois today about his time in two cults. Wow. They would put Sea Org members in tents if they get. Oh, yeah, for sure. They wouldn't want to waste the AC on them, you know, or the heat. If they could put them in a tent, no overhead, you know, no costs. I've only seen one Sea Org in a long time. When they first opened, we know that they moved them here. It looks like they've got a lot of staff now. So I think they may have moved those Sea Org out. So I saw one leave one day, a little short girl. I only saw her back. I don't even know if she was that short, to be honest. She was a little bit far away from me. So, alright. So, I'm going to be, you know how I do on the corner. I yell things at the building for actually the people walking by, hoping. Let's see. I think lower conditions and pull their birthing card. A public person walking, he was saying how Tanya is dominating people to buy books and is asking students to call their parents for money. They kept asking him if he was homeless. Wow. Yeah, they're not making any money because we're out here. And the students know. It's not just us. It's social media. And did you hear me? I said, look, you guys aren't going to be able to fight social media. The truth is getting out. Because she was laughing at me like it wasn't true. Because, you know, they're not going to go find out. So they think I'm making stuff up. That's why I don't normally say that to them about the Bentley and stuff. That's usually something I yelled for the crowd. But I just felt like it because I had her for a few minutes. I wish I'd have thought of something better. Like, why can't you watch what you want to watch? But I just kept pushing the YouTube. I said, go check YouTube. You're going to see nobody. But I did get the stats in. I was happy about that. Because I know if they're calling their parents for money, then they are. We know they're on them about their low stats. They're, oh, you're down stat. You're not doing your job. You need to do this. And they're having the t-shirts on. We know that they're body routing. So I think the pressure to make money is unreal. I know. And they have $1 billion in the bank. If they didn't have to pay rent on a paid-off building, oh man, this is got. I've lost so much muscle, you guys, being, you know, sedentary. I can never say that word. That all my muscle tone is gone. This is just no muscle. I'm good. I've been waiting on the weather to break to go to the gym. I just can't go to the gym when it's hot. I just can't do it. I don't even want to go outside. You open the door and it's like when you open the oven for the first time and you don't get back far enough. When I let the dogs out, that's what it feels like. All right, we're getting quite a bit of people walking by. So you guys can tell me if you see anybody. Ah! I hit it too many times, sorry. Alrighty. Let me get my notebook out. I can never remember all the signs of human trafficking. Let me get my notebook out. Let's see. In the back, in the back, in the back, in the back. Alright, here we go. Ah, the crowd's gone now. We'll get another one. Dang it. Getting my stupid. I got all those notes you guys gave me. I know, I couldn't imagine. First of all, the re-stimulation of trauma that goes on in there, we've all been reading about already. And then you're pressured for stats, and you're pressured to make money, and you're pressured to sell books, and you're pressured to go give out paraphernalia on top of the environment. It is unreal. Oh, I know, right, Adam? I think I have. They probably took the course and they tell you what they want you to know in the course. Because I think if they read every word, they'd already start to wonder. Totally. Yeah. It's been a ride, I'll tell you. Dianetics. You know, sometimes it can be kind of boring, and then sometimes it's just so absurd, you just can't believe it. All right, we got people going by. Here we go. Hold on, I don't want to yell in their ear. Indicators of human trafficking. Living with employer. Scientology check. Poor living conditions. Scientology check. Multiple people in a cramped space. Scientology check. Inability to speak to the individual alone inside. Scientology check. Scripted or rehearsed answers. Scientology check. Other indicators of human trafficking. The employer holding identity documents like your passport. Scientology check. Signs of physical or emotional abuse. Scientology check. Submissive or fearful behavior like closing the doors and blinds. Scientology check. The dictionary says it's the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from work or service. We know at least half of you in there are from other countries or other states. That is trafficking. The crime involves compelling or coercing a person to provide labor or services. Coercion can be overt or subtle, physical or psychological. Scientology check. Your leader, David Miscavige, drives a $200,000 Bentley while you make $200 a week. Make that make sense. I know. Yep. I know. And the LAPD botched the investigation. They purposely smeared the fingerprints of whoever they went to talk to when they had the digital fingerprint things. Yeah, we're still interested in that, for sure. countries are banning Scientology, taking their church status away, and our country's doing nothing. The suicide rate inside Scientology is higher than the national average. Let's see. So there's a bunch of channels of ex-members. I told these guys about 2 years ago. And then around October, they started auditing where they just stood outside and showed the Hollywood Test Center. And that went viral. And so protest channels like mine, just standing here with a phone on YouTube, started popping up all over the world now. If you count the ex-members, the protesters, now if you have a sign here, you're yelling your we have 200 channels now, all doing the same thing. I've never heard of that on YouTube. All working from the same goal. I'm just trying to get hearings in Congress to take away their tax credits.
They're making some,
They have $1 billion in the bank. The members don't know that. But they're still, we were just talking about how aggressive they're asking. The other protester was talking to somebody that off camera, and they said they're pressuring them to call their parents for money because they're not making any money. And that money never comes down. So if they can't pay the electric bill, it gets turned off. Thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for knowing. That was cool. Let's see. No, I'm gonna stay with the human trafficking because I get a new group every time, and I saw people taking notice. All right, I may have to hit my inhaler today, y'all. All right, let's see. Today at 5 in Germany. That's interesting. Oh my God, if somebody can get a picture of that sign or any kind of paraphernalia, wow. A medal. Oh my goodness. And a Rentley. Hi, Susie. Not. Miss Kim, I'd like to talk to you about the concepts contained in your revered book, Scientologists. How dare you, you religious people. I have tried. The scavenge sleeps in while staff trying to make things go right and then take credit. Yep, alright. I'm going to stick with the human trafficking today. Seems to be interesting. Indicators of human trafficking. Living with employer. Living in poor living conditions. Scientology check. Multiple people in a cramped space. Scientology check. Inability to speak to the individual alone. Scientology check. Indicators of human trafficking.
Scientology is a cult. Scientology is a cult. Fuck Scientology.
Employer holding identity documents like your passport. Scientology check. Signs of physical or emotional abuse. Scientology check. Submissive or fearful behavior like closing doors and blinds. Scientology check. Scripted or rehearsed answers like go buy a book. Scientology check. Scientology is preying on non-English speaking countries right now, bringing them here and taking their passports. If you have to ask to leave, you're not free. You guys got anything else? College students are getting younger. That's weird, I know. Waterbed vibes. You're funny. I was thinking bedbug vibes. You guys. Let me go through my notes you guys gave me. That's a long one. I need a couple short ones. The other ones are mainly for them. So other people wouldn't understand what I was saying. Oh. Taking the purification program in Scientology, they will have you take carcinogen levels of niacin and sit in a sauna for 3 to 5 hours. That is unhealthy. Let's see, legal. Give me some good stuff for people walking by. I have a lot of good stuff for people inside. I need better stuff for the people walking by to say. Like, Thetans are metaphysical bedbugs. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. I like the David Miscavige stuff. I'll just stick with the human trafficking for now. It seems to be resonating. Gets people to look. Signs of human trafficking. Living with employer. Living in poor conditions. Scientology check. Multiple people in a cramped space. 8 people to a studio apartment in Chicago. Scientology check. Indicators of human trafficking. Inability to speak to the members alone. Scripted or rehearsed answers. Indicators of human trafficking. The employer holding your identity documents like your passport. Submissive or fearful behavior. Example, closing your doors and blinds. If you're taught to confront and shatter suppression, why are you hiding? You guys can see the crowd. Are you seeing anybody taking notice? Let's do this way a little bit. Oh, God, I tightened that too much. Hold on. This one does. Which one does left to right? This one. This one. Nope, sorry. Wrong one. Whoop. I have way too many things on here. Okay. That's up and down. That's left to right. Hi.
Hello. I just saw the sign. I was just looking.
If you have any questions, I did a deep dive. I can answer them.
Could I just like could I know why?
Yes. They have 3 levels of members, and their Sea Org members can't never leave. They have to work till they die.
The Sea Org?
Yeah, they're called the Sea Org. He created it. When he created this religion in 1950, he had been in the Navy in World War II, the first leader. He was a science fiction author before that.
Okay.
And he created this religion.
Uh-huh.
And so he created the Sea Org, and he even had 3 ships at the time because they had a lot of money. They still do. And they start 12, 13, 14 years old. Some of them started in Sea Cadets as children. Their parents in Scientology just signed them over. And they got no education. They did manual labor all day. And they signed a 1 billion-year contract. Billion. Because they believe they live multiple lives. And that's also why I'm here. I'm here because of the child abuse. They look at their kids like big beans in small bodies because they're like, well, your last life, you could have been an 80-year-old man. That was actually... I got that from a girl who left, and when you leave, you have to disconnect from your family that's still in, friends,
so it's
job.
a family thing.
Oh yeah, what you're seeing in here now is more 2nd and 3rd generation that have been indoctrinated as kids from their parents or grandparents that got in long before the internet, when they, didn't have a way to really research what they were hearing. And once you're in, it's so coercive and so mind-numbing because you work 80 to 100 hours a week when if you see the ones in the vest, that's staff and Sea Org. Staff.
100 hours a week?
And staff are supposed to make $200 a week, which none of these prices have changed since the 50s or 60s when he did this. And
So
after
$2
80 hours here, they have to get a second job because if they're not making money in there, it's all money making. If they're not selling books or courses or making money, they still have to pay rent to the mother church, to the leader, for this building that was bought in 55 years ago. It's been paid off. Dallas, some people went in and they have most of their lights are turned off because they can't afford their electric bill. They get a little more leeway here because this was one of his crown jewels that the original leader actually bought. He died in the 80s and a new guy's in charge. But he did it on purpose to get students. But now with social media, there's 200 channels now all working against Scientology on YouTube. And there's about 80 to 100 protest channels all over the world now.
Yeah.
That's
I've
just
heard it's
doing
a
what
cult,
I'm doing. Yeah.
But
it
I didn't
totally
know why.
is.
Yeah.
Totally is.
That's crazy.
And once you're in, like Priscilla Presley, John Travolta, they
I heard of that.
they may not be like totally true believers or practicing anymore, but they won't ever speak out because they'll lose all their friends and family that are still in. So they say nothing. Tom Cruise, he's best friends with the new leader. They're around the same age and about the same height.
So you gotta like pay to like.
Oh yeah, you
higher
gotta
level.
pay. If you're okay, so Sea Org is the slave labor. They only get $50 a week. They do house them, but we know in Chicago they've got 8 to a studio apartment. But if you're not making money in here, you don't get the $50 a week, and you get paid. You get fed beans and rice because they can't afford to feed you.
That's crazy.
So the money goes elsewhere. The staff and Sea Org gets paid last. Staff, they sign a 2 to 5 year contract. They're the ones that have to have a moonlight job to pay for if they have rent or want to eat. And like he's staff because he's got a gold vest on the back. That's staff. Silver is Sea Org. And they are not allowed to look at, Sea Org are not allowed on the internet, TV, nothing. It's totally insulated. Yeah. The staff, they can go home at night, but they have these, what they call suck checks. They bring you in with that. They had this girl out here when I walked up with the cans, this e-meter device that has a needle that'll tell you if like your blood pressure goes up. It's not really a lie detector, but it will tell them that maybe you're lying. And so like, oh, well, did you have a bad thought about Scientology? And then you get raked over the coals. You get interrogated. So they can't even look at anything, think of anything. Spouses, even public spouses that just pay and do the courses and go home, if they do something out of character, they can write a KR report on them. It's called a knowledge report. They write reports on each other. It was actually based on the SS from Germany, the way that they snitch on each other. So yeah, there's a lot more.
Okay.
Let me give you something.
Yeah, thank you so much.
There's so much out there now. So, all right, this is their personality test that they bring you in with. It's like it's stupid. At the end, they're like, okay, your life sucks. You need to buy one of our courses.
Right.
This is sptv.space. That's where all the channels are listed. Okay, everything from ex-members. That I've never watched a documentary or a show. I've listened to ex-members and their stories.
Yeah.
And it's just heartbreaking. This is my channel. This is the foundation. There are 2 foundations that help people escape from here. How many religions do you know that have foundations to help them escape? Exactly. We've had people escaping from some cars, get run off the road, get put in a room with a guard because they thought they were going to leave, go to the bus station and find them because they left and drag their butt back. That's what it's like. So here you go.
Got
Just
it.
take that.
Thank you so
and you
much.
can have fun with the personality test part.
Okay.
It's so stupid.
I
They say it's
appreciate
an
it.
Oxford test. They lie so much. But here's the problem. The people you see in here now don't believe any of this or even know a lot of it because you have to pay to go up to confidential levels. So did you ever see South Park about it with
Yeah,
the
I saw
Xenu?
it, yeah.
That's all true. They got it exactly right. But you don't find that out till you're OT3 and you have to pay $50,000, $60,000 to get there. And there's a lot of members like Leah Remini. She's been talking out about the church, but she was a member. Her whole family were members. And when she got to OT3 and read about Xenu and the galaxy and the Galactic Federation, she was like, what the hell is this? but nobody does anything. By the time you get there, you're in. They've got you. They got dirt on you from your confessions, and your family. If your family's in, you have to disconnect. So a lot of people are in here we call under the radar that really don't believe, but they can't leave. So, and it is hard because we've had people leave, and they've lost their whole family.
Right, because they suck you in. Your
Yeah.
kids get in there.
Right, right. Oh yeah, for sure. And that's why I hate seeing kids, because they say they're not doing it anymore, but we know that they start auditor training at 10 years old. Auditor training, auditing is what they do. We would call it a cross between therapy and interrogation. You go in, you have to tell them, you regress to these memories, and you got to get rid of these painful memories or whatever. And we've heard from ex-members, they lie a lot because they don't have anything to give them. But if you don't have it, they don't believe you. So they just lie and give them stuff. But auditor training is so manipulating and controlling. They will yell at you in training, right? And the person in charge of all the trainees, they'll pair you up, and they will find the worst stuff on the black web to say to these kids. It's child abuse, because it's stuff they shouldn't even know at 12, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. That's another form of child abuse. And they scream it at them until they can show no emotion. So that when they're in auditing with an adult, and that adult is telling them all these things they're doing they shouldn't be, they are trained to not react. Right. And that's a big part of the child abuse too.
Sorry to interrupt. I do gotta go.
Oh no, it's fine. I
am
appreciate.
Gonna look at this. I found that because I've always heard it, but I never knew. I appreciate it.
Oh, my hands are sticky.
Sorry.
They're sweaty.
Thank you so much.
All right.
For your time.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. I wish I would have turned it around, but he was kind of off right over here. You wouldn't have been able to see him. Either way, I would have had to turn the camera. Usually I do ask. Oh, talked a lot. My jaw's hurt. Yeah, that was a good conversation. I need my notebook. Now, I missed the rest of the crowd. It's over now. So guess what I'm going to do now? We're going to go to the side to try to get with the people coming back from, let's see, what time is it? 5. They don't really start coming back to 6. What do y'all think I should do? Should I go to the side so I can see both, or stay up front until... Some members come back from this way because that's where all the restaurants are. I don't know. I like standing next to that purification sign. I didn't notice anybody actually go. No one ever actually goes in. Who wants to go to a purification program when they're 19 or 18? Oh, man. Oh. Talked a lot, very loudly, because I was yelling. I was opening my mouth a little more than usual. You know what? I think I'll set up here at the corner for now. And then I can see them coming back from both directions. Okay. That's a lot of people. Okay. Moving the camera, don't look. Look away. Look away. Look away. Look away. All right. All right, turning the camera, y'all. Let's see. All right, let's see. Right here. All right, I can see. This is not turning. Which one of these is my turning mechanism? There it is. Ah, got it. There, it's looser. All right, got it. All right. I'll look to the left. You guys can watch to the right. And let me fix. I'm on a slope. slope is weird. Hey, traveling panda. You too. It is fairly nice Tuesday. It's hot, but it's dry. I can handle that. Especially right now, I'm in the shade and there's a breeze. Feels good, actually. I've gotten more outside this last year since I started in February than I have in the last 14 altogether. So it's been really good for me. My poor sign is so sad with me. Every time I think we're going to get it done.
My day, guys.
Alright, getting my cold water out. This might be a little more interesting. Different view than we normally look at. There's the alley there, and the side door people go in sometimes. So when I start I start seeing people coming back from dinner back there, because that's where the parking lot is. I'm going to move over there because they have to go by between me and the that's a good spot. I kept moving over there by the grass to make them walk by me, but now I realize the steps make it narrow. So if I stay over there by that tree right there, right in front of it, I can see the alley, and they have to go by me. Let's see, what time is it? That won't happen until closer to 6. See, leaving, they can sneak out anywhere they want. But coming back in, I think it might be a little more limited because somebody has to be there to open the door.
Let's make sure there's something else.
Ugh, that's cold. Alrighty. Whoa! I'm on that slope. About to fall down. Don't want to do that. Alrighty. Let's see. It looks like there's people upstairs. I wonder if that's where they're having the seminar. Indicators of human trafficking. Living with employer. Poor living conditions. Scientology check. Indicators of human trafficking. Multiple people in a cramped space. Like 8 people to a studio apartment. Scientology check. Scripted or rehearsed answers. Submissive or fearful behavior like closing the doors and blinds. Indicators of human trafficking. The employer holding identity documents like your passport. That is illegal. I'm glad. See, I'm okay when there's not a lot of humidity. I can yell just fine. So just to update you on my tooth situation. So I have an appointment Thursday because Sunday night I was eating and I heard a very loud crack on a different tooth. What I'm thinking is happening, not to mention the fact I've been on painkillers for 14 years. My daughter reminded me that affects your teeth. But These fillings are from when I was 17. So they're getting close to 40 years old, and I think they're failing and causing my teeth to crack. They need to be taken out and replaced. But they're cracking before that's getting done. So I'm going to bring that up to the dentist. Because this is getting ridiculous. If I lose these 2 teeth, I'm not going to be able to eat. I'll be eating like a rabbit and with my front teeth. Yeah, coming. I was like, well, I can get there at 4:30, stay till 6:30, cover all the classes getting out. Then it's a little bit dead right now. Then around 6, 5:45, 6, they start coming back or coming in for the night shift too, I think. Because I do see quite a bit. And it looks like people coming in like hadn't been there that day, like with their uniform jacket and things like that. So they have the day and the night shift, but the night shift come in, but the day shift still stays. That's the part I don't understand. Why does the day shift not get to go home or leave or be done? That never made any sense to me. Oh, this is a good spot to stand. Hold on, I gotta turn the camera. Hang on, close your eyes. All right, I'm changing my, that's more stable for me. Let's see. Bring that back up. Now we're straight. All right. Alright, I kind of got off track there for a second. I think I zoned out for a minute. Man. Like I said, if you guys got things for me to say, now I want to change the vein. I guess that's what I want. Of some of the things I'm saying. I want to say more things for the public. Because the reason the last time I was here, I was just nice to everybody coming in that was staff and stuff, because they've heard everything I have to say. So I'm like, there's no point other than the stats. I think that's a good one to still bring up, and then the numbers, and just reminding them that we're all on YouTube showing all the orgs. That's something I will stick with. But like that chick, she just laughed at me over the Bentley and the Italian shoes because she doesn't believe it. I say that more for anybody who doesn't have any money and aren't eating well inside, and people going by. So if you guys have any suggestions on what might get the public interested to look into it more, like that's why I think the Bentley and how much they make. Okay, I got a big crowd here. Hold on. Your leader, David Miscavige, drives a $200,000 Bentley while you make $200 a week for 7 days a week. Make that make sense. Why do you have to have a second job to pay rent? That's a good one. No other religion has a dirty tricks department dedicated to punishing and tormenting former members, having private investigators follow them so close they rear-end them like last week. Why does your bookstore have one author? Why are you not allowed to read whatever you want? The suicide rate in Scientology is twice that of anywhere else. I think I made that stat up. I just know it's high. I'm going to go back to the human. Here comes a large group. I'm going to go back to the human trafficking again. Ooh, they're all dressed up for Halloween. Oh, fun. Indicators of human trafficking. Living with employer. Living in poor conditions. Scientology check. Multiple people in a cramped space, like 8 people to a studio apartment. Scientology check. The employer holding your identity documents like passports. Scientology check. That is illegal. I'm not going to go over all of them. Oh, they're so cute. I should dress up for Halloween. I don't know what I used to have a witch costume. We might still have it. And I was making my husband this beautiful vampire costume back in the 90s. He had a long black wig. I made him a long black velvet cape with purple lining. He had a black shirt and pants, but he was going to eventually have a tux, like a tails, a tux, and a hat, like in Anne Rice. They're all dressed up. Seems kind of early though, doesn't it? To have. Oh, I love the Ronald McDonald. Here comes a dinosaur. You guys look cute. Oh, she's the Tin Man. What's with the pink balloons? Is she the same person? Because somebody just like that walked by. Did she just walk around in a circle? I swear. Did you not see the person with the pink balloons over there already? I am confused. Look at the dinosaurs. It looks like she's riding. Oh, we got a scarecrow. So I saw a Tin Man and a scarecrow. Wonder if we'll get to see all 4. Haven't seen a Dorothy yet. Woo, I dropped to 3 people. Thank you guys for sticking around. That's okay. I know it's a weird time. People are getting dinner, getting off work, all that kind of stuff. That's okay. I'm here for the people around too. I'm gonna hold the sign for. You know what? I think I'm gonna work on this sign. Wow. Quiet. Oh, my cane just fell. I'm gonna work on this a little bit because I didn't have my black last time. revamp. It has seen it's on its last legs. It's had a good run. And I need to make some more, because I don't know if you guys remember, I walked off one day and left my signs.
It's almost. I agree.
Yep, there's 200 channels on YouTube now, all working against Scientology.
They
And there's-
texted me today. I don't know how they got my number. They texted me.
They're crazy.
I've never taken a survey from whatever that is.
They're on, I know when I first started back in February when they opened, some students told me there's an app for all those events around campus or outside of campus. What's that called? Code? Yes, they're on it. Because they put out this purification program they have out. You know what that is? They stick their members in a sauna for 5 hours and feed them levels of niacin that are so high it will cause cancer. And they flush, that's what niacin does. That's the purification regimen. It's not scientific at all. The leader that created this crap in the 50s, and he touted it for first responders after 9/11. They were doing it in New York to the first responders, not knowing that they were really probably going to get cancer from it.
It's low key, I saw Scientology on there and I thought you were one of them. And I was
God,
like,
no. Nope. I drive. He bought this building 55 years ago on purpose to get people like you to come in. But they never knew it. They never expected social media. So about 80% of you already know, at least not to go in. I didn't. 2 years ago, I knew nothing, and I did this deep dive. I happened to be bedridden at the time, so I had the time, and then they fixed my back. So right when they fixed my back, they opened here in February, and I'm like, no, I drive 75 miles down here just because I don't want to see them get their claws in you guys. Because they'll get that. They did. They had a girl, they had a table out today when I got here, and she was sitting there with have you ever seen their e-meter?
No.
It's this device you put your hands on, and it measures like your pulse rate or whatever. And they use it in their auditing to be able to say, oh, what were you thinking right there? Why did the needle move? So they can interrogate you more.
ew.
And I walked up and I'm like, if you don't have $150,000, then they're going to make you slave labor like the Sea Org. I don't know if you know about that, but the Sea Org, when they get in, it's like 12 to 14 years old. They sign a billion-year contract and they have to work until they die.
A billion years?
Yeah, because they believe they've lived multiple lives.
Yeah.
And so, but what is funny is we keep asking, then why do you have to keep signing it every life? If you've already signed it. But they don't think too deeply in there. What you're seeing in there now is second, third generation that have been indoctrinated since they were kids. They're not getting new members. So there's two foundations that'll help them escape, and so I let them know about that a lot. How many religions do you know that have foundations to help them escape? Not any. Not any.
Well, why can't they just leave?
It's indoctrinated.
It's that they're indoctrinated.
And
The
they
ones
get
who
shot.
have left, they've escaped in trunks of cars. They've been ran off the road. If they think you're going to blow, which is what they call escape, they'll put you in a room with a guard. There was one woman, her and her husband both escaped different directions. They ran him off the road. This was in California. The only reason he got away is a passerby called the police, so they were going to drag him back. They got the wife at the bus station in Las Vegas and brought her back. It took her another 6 months to escape again. Yeah.
This whole time, I thought this was like some stupid thing. I didn't realize it was actually like a cult.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the problem
Wait,
is
so all the jokes about
It's
Scientology
true.
on Yik Yak are actually serious?
South
Yes.
Park. Did you see South Park about Xenu?
No.
Go
It's
find
like
the
a
South
South
Park
Park
episode about, it's called either John Travolta in the Closet.
It's
Everything in it is true.
Ted. What's his name? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise.
he's a devout Muslim,
Yeah.
but He knows about the abuse of the Sea Org and the children. See, that's what brought me here, is they don't look at their kids as children because they've lived multiple lives. There was a conversation between a girl that got out. I mean, she was in her, like, 20s or 30s when she got out. She was talking to her dad on the phone. Because you have to disconnect. You can't talk to your friends or family anymore to leave. She got him on the phone, and he said, "You're not really my daughter. You're not really your dad. Last life you were probably an 80-year-old man, so you don't have to talk anymore." It's a family destroying file. Look at Tom, if you look at Tom Cruise, all three of his wives. Well, the first one was a member. She's the one that got him in. She's no longer a member. Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes escaped. That's why Katie Holmes had to have this whole thing planned out with burner phones and cars at the airport. Luckily, her dad was a divorce attorney. But her handlers were Scientologists. Her assistant, everybody that worked in the house, she was watched 24/7. And when you do get out, they have a department called Office of Special Affairs. It's their whole job to go, they call it fair gaming. If you leave or speak out against the church, they'll hire PIs to follow you. They will go through your trash. They'll, the girl, did you hear about Danny Masterson going to prison? Yes. The Jane Does, they fair game them, they poisoned their dogs, and one of them died. Yeah. There's a lot. Here, let me give you something, because there's so much out there. And there's some younger people doing this that you might be more interested in. Especially in, like, LA. Oh, is that my last one? Well, hang on. I'll write it down. So there's a thing called sptv.space. That's where all of the channels are listed that are doing either ex-members telling their stories, other channels that support it in a way, like some true crime people, and then you have like 100 channels of protesters all over the world doing what I'm doing, showing that nobody's going in and out of this. They say they have 30 million members. I say the same thing.
I just saw someone go.
That was a staff member. Staff are supposed to get paid $200 a week for 80 to 100 hours. But if they don't make money inside, they don't get paid. So the only way to eat is to get a second job after 80 hours. Or they have a spouse that helps them. Because I talked to a guy that walked by me, he's from the neighborhood. He said, yeah, I joined after I got out of the Navy, and I had to go to another church to get fed because they weren't paying us. Then the Sea Org, the ones that can't leave, because staff, they can sign a 2 to 5 year contract and get out. They go home after they get off. Sea Org, they sign the billionaire contract. They're not allowed to have kids. They're allowed to get married, but they'll separate you for 5 or 6 years. They don't care. And like, this is the foundation that helps them escape. You might be able to find. There's Danny in LA. There's some other younger people that are a little bit more fun, so listen to than me. But yeah, I didn't know anything 2 years ago, and when I started listening to these ex-members and hearing the same story from all of them who were in different locations and different, it was startling that this is going on in the United States, and they're all over the world. Germany doesn't recognize them anymore. The UK is investigating them because they have pictures of their living conditions, and the ceilings are falling in. It's moldy. It looked like an abandoned property, but they're living there. In Chicago, they have 8 people to studio apartments. Here, we think they house them inside. That's the Sea Org. That's what we call the slave labor. They're supposed to get $30 a week and get fed. And if they don't make money, which I'm stopping them from making money being here, people aren't going in. They get fed beans and rice, and they don't get their $50. So they're afraid. I'm reading a book on Sundays now, the first book that this guy wrote, and he has this people that he's afraid to go to the doctor. That they're going to do horrible things to him, and he hates psychiatry. They literally have a museum in LA called the Industry of Death Psychiatry. And you go in, it shows the lobotomy tool, and it scares the crap out of them. So if you're on psych drugs, you can't go in.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. There you go. If you tell them that, they'll be like, oh, okay. So, you know what? If you don't want him to text you anymore, just tell him, oh, well, I talked to the protester out front and I'm on psychiatry.
And I take psychology.
Oh, yeah. They would hate you. Bring that up in your class. Ask your teacher.
Okay, I definitely
Because the original leader, L. Ron Hubbard, he was a science fiction writer. He was in the Navy. The reason he hates psychiatry is he tried to get help after World War II. And he wasn't getting the help that he thought he should get, so he turned off. Plus, when he wrote the book, 3 months later, after people read it, it failed miserably. Then he turned it into Scientology. Because people read it, and all these psychiatrists, it's supposed to be another form of therapy. We just read Sunday where he said that having, sorry, you're a girl, having constipation while you're pregnant freezes the baby and causes them trauma. And when you're in oddity, you have to go back, regress to that trauma and get rid of it. Oh, there's worse. There's stuff I couldn't even read. Some of my peeps are on here. I told him, I said, I can't read this. I can't. This guy was such a misogynist.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for stopping. I know you. I can tell you know you need to learn. Check out that South Park thing. That was cool. That was good. She was shocked. I like that. Oh. Hey, Helgier. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know you do. Call my husband. Tell him to get my other sign fixed. I'm getting irritated. All I need him to do is finish the pole. All he has to do is heat it up with the heat gun and flatten it. It's PVC pipe. Get the screw and the baseboard in, and I'm golden. And I got to make some sandbags so it won't fall over. Hey Susie, I promise to help you become an actor or work in the entertainment industry. Then you are stuck cleaning their hotel room. Oh man, I wish I would have saw that. That was a good one. I couldn't believe they stayed that long. I love when they stay that long. I just keep going. Oh, and oh, my new sign. It's actually pretty light. The tripod we bought is plastic and fairly light. So as tall as it is, if I don't put sandbags on the bottom, it'll blow over. When we get those gusts here. So we thought about water jugs because I could empty them out on the way home. I'd only have to carry them here on the way here. So we're still deciding. I told him, I said, look, I bought a very heavy duty wagon, utility wagon that I'm using. It can handle the weight of sandbags. So I just wanted it to be tall enough to people could see it over those cars out front all the time. Because I watch other protesters that, you know, get people to honk and stuff, and I'm 5'2" and they can't see me. So that's the plan. But yeah, the baseboard on this I think is still good. Let's see, did I rip that too? No, I didn't. So this is only going to need new, I'm just going to put blank things on it. If you want, when I'm ready to give it to you, I'll bring it to you somewhere, maybe a coffee shop if you don't want me to come to your house, which I understand. I'll bring my heat gun and extra poster board because I made so many mistakes and I've changed it that I went through several sheets of poster board before I glued them on. But I've got all the stuff. I'm just waiting on him to fix my pole. And he's awake. He was awake when I left. He doesn't work tonight. That's why I was able to come late. This looks so much better than the color. I needed black. It looked good when it was color before it got wet that day. I was out in the mist and I was like, you know, this is okay until I remembered there could be lightning. And I left. Alright, this doesn't look the best, but from far away. But yeah, this sign actually isn't that heavy. I gotta let my marker rest. Don't want to turn out because it's like a one, just a little piece. It was a little bit longer. He put this on the other side, which I told him would never work, and it stuck out, but it was flimsy as heck. I'm like, that's not gonna be able to hold a sign, and yeah, it broke. I think my dog stepped on it one day, my big one. So. But yeah, we went to a thrift store and found, it looks like it probably had some sort of light on it. This tripod, it's really awesome. It's a lot like the phone tripod, the way it works, just on a larger scale. And so I made sure that when I bought my wagon, I bought it big enough to hold a full-size piece of poster board, because that's how big that sign will be, is a full piece. This is a half piece. So glad that girl stopped. And I some of you may not have seen the girl that they had holding the cans when I got here. And I told her, the last thing I said to her to kind of scare her a little, I said, yeah, and you're really pretty. They would love to have you. They'd put you on all their posters. She was like, I had her running. Yeah, that chick thought she was going to stand in front of me. Yeah, go back and watch the beginning. So, the dark-haired lady, you guys probably know who she is. I don't, because I see her all the time. She was in all black. If I remember right, I got to go look. It looked like long sleeve and turtleneck or something. And I'm like, it's 98 degrees out here. Maybe this is a form of the Purip to stand out in 90-degree weather in all black long sleeve. Could have been short sleeve. I don't remember. This is a crappy job, but you just can't see it that well. I just want to make sure that they can see it more, because it really gets people to stop. Oh my God, I'm making a mess of this. I didn't even realize there was black on my hand. Oh, look at that mess. I got black all over the green. I'm an idiot. It's alright. This is the start of his weekend. We are getting that sign done this weekend. Tom, if you're on here, I'm going to do like that. So where's my camera? Tom, wake up. Fix my sign. Tom. He probably went back to sleep. Oh, somebody was asking me the other day about that job and I forgot all about it. They had this celebration going on over the weekend and they were really busy leading up and really busy after. So last week ended up not having an interview. So I talked to the boss man today and we have scheduled an interview for Tuesday. So but it's really just, I'm not going to have a shift. I don't need a job. I told him that. This was my thought process a while back when somebody left unexpectedly. Everybody had to work overtime. And some people want to, but some people don't. So I said, look, I am perfectly happy just being an on-call emergency employee. And, you know, not too many people want to do that. So I knew it was unusual. And I told my husband all the way back when they fixed my back to mention it, and he didn't. And he just mentioned it like the other day to him while I was in the car. And he's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Cool. It's really easy. It's not what Tom does. It's just during the day I would literally just be sitting and watching all the cameras, listening for alarms. And because there's customers and stuff present all over the property, I would take phone calls and dispatch people for like money runs and, you know, or any problems with customers, answering phones and watching cameras, and that's it. Now, I did want to be an emergency fill-in for every position. That's level 3 and armed, and they stand all day. But I said, well, I can stand for 3 hours, and usually within 3 hours in the 8-hour shift, you get a break. So I'd have to see if I could do it. But that's the plan. And if he doesn't want, they're going to cover my training for the level 2, but that's like a day, not even a whole day. Level 3 is a week, and it's expensive, so I may do that on my own. Alrighty, I guess I'll get rid of that later. That's what I get for trying to do that while I'm standing. Scooter Mom. Clips from today, but no show this Friday. Well, that's okay, just hang on to them till... do you want me to cut them out and send like that, the beginning? If that's what you're meaning. I can do that for you, so you don't have to do it. Ooh. But I need to start going back. When I'm sitting at home, I kind of forget that I need to sit down with the laptop and go through my videos, and 'cause it's a lot of videos now. It's 9 months worth. I need to go back and find all the really good conversations. So, hang on just a second. Oh, I needed to stretch. I got it all over this hand too. That's the thing about getting washable children's markers. Thing is, when I bought those, I ran down here to the university co-op. So the first day I came, the week before they opened, Pearl Snappy was here. So I just filmed her and kind of stood with her. I think the next day I came, because we didn't really talk ahead of time, I just showed up. She wasn't here when I was here. So I'm like, I wasn't filming yet. I wasn't live yet. So I'm just standing there. I look like a goober. Nobody's going to know why I'm there. So I ran down to the university co-op, bought some poster board, bought some markers, and made a sign real quick. But we can definitely do that, Hitzel. You know, because I want to come down one day and go to Cedar Park earlier in the day and see if I can find any more brochures, or Leander, wherever you found those. Hitzel's been killing it with finding those pamphlets. She's gotten 6 boxes from 2 different towns. So you should do what I do, write your channel on the back, give them out. Mine are almost gone. I've been giving them out. In fact, all the ones I'd written on were gone. I just had to make a new one. Yeah, no problem. I can do that for you. That way you don't have to find a timestamp and all of that stuff. Let's go and search. Yeah, let's go together. Let's definitely do that. I have mics if I can get them to work, we can each wear a mic. And my plan was with Tom, I didn't want to stick cameras in people's faces. So the plan was Tom would stand outside with the camera. And if you want to do that, we can switch off doing that. So that when I went inside to talk to them, they could still hear me. Well, we didn't find out for a little while that my mics weren't working. They're plug and play. I don't know why they weren't working. So I haven't really tried to use them since then. I haven't really needed them. But now that the students are back and they're stopping and talking to me like a few feet away, I'm thinking I might need to go back to the mic now. And it might decrease some of the street noise. So, but yeah, let's definitely get together. I'm open most days. So, whatever day you want to do it. I can come pick you up if you want.
You like basketball? I feel kind of fun going.
Or we can meet however you want to do it. Well, you can text me. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I've been wanting to do that for a while. Because we know that's what they're doing. Because I see them come back with the pamphlets and their t-shirts. And you know darn well, or they're on campus. God, I wish we had people on campus that we could talk to. You know what? The next person I talk to that looks very interested, I'm going to ask them if I give them my phone number, if they see them on campus, would they text me? That's the only way I can think to do it. Okay. Take your time. Alright, I need to start looking for people coming back. 5:54? Yeah. I need to keep my eyes peeled. I got a little sidetracked in my brain. My brain's not doing good today. I'm very distracted. I can feel it right there. Probably need a Tylenol. Yeah, okay, they're coming back over there. Maybe I should go back. I don't see anybody in the back. I just saw somebody in the front. Ah, they're coming in the front. I'm missing them. Hang on. Ooh, what's that? Oh no, whatever you are, go away. No, no, there's something on my screen. What is that? No, go away. Filters came on, and I don't know why.
Have you ever done a dance pop before? Oh yeah.
Okay, it's gone now. That was weird. Alright, you guys, you keep your eyes peeled down there. Oh, they're coming back from this way, too. Oh, my. What should I yell? For a person inside. I'm not going to yell anything. I'm just going to say hi. Freak them out. Hi, how are you doing? I'm going to ignore you. You don't exist. We all know that they still hear me. Whether they want to or not, because they really can't control matter, energy, space, and time. I'm going to ask the next guy that. I like to wait till they get by me, so they have to listen to me. They can't turn around. If they turned around, they'd have to come back by me again. Let's see. How's my battery wasn't 100% when I started, and I don't know why. There's some more coming. If clears and OTs can control matter, energy, space, and time, why can't you get rid of one protester? If communication is the universal solvent, why are you not allowed to talk to us? They turned the corner, but they heard me. Because it just bounces off these walls. I like this spot. I like both spots because they're both spots it bounces off of stone walls. Behind me is a brick church. Back there's another brick building. So it's pretty cool. This was that area that Pro Snappy was yelling at David Miscavige. If OTs can control matter, energy, space, and time, why can't they get rid of us protesters? I'm in a mood. Can you tell? Am I too loud? Am I too close to the mic? If I am, I can step back. I'm used to standing reading the chat. I can step back. I'll check back on it when I get home and see how loud I sounded. Yep, here comes some. Sea Org! I have seen Sea Org in the wild. Oh, there they are. If OTs can control matter, energy, space, and time, why can't they get rid of me? If communication is the universal solvent, why aren't you allowed to speak with me? If you had 1 million members worldwide, that's 7,000 per org. I don't see 7,000. And that's not the one I saw the other day. So that's 3 that are still here. I know. I got him with it all, too. Got that drill sergeant voice. I wanted to be a drill sergeant. But I got pregnant before I could go active duty. I was mad. I wanted to be a drill sergeant. I wasn't mad. That sounds bad. I wasn't mad. My son's great. I tried to go back in 97 because I originally went in 86 and got out in 90. And I tried to go back in. Oh, here's the older lady. I'm going to leave her alone. She's the one that smiled back at me. I'm going to leave her alone. She's coming this way. I'm not going to yell because I don't want to yell at the old lady because she's nice. Now. Oh, she went in that door. Okay. She didn't want to come by me. I was nice to her last time. Why she not come by me? They're not nice. She reminds me of my my grandmother with that short hair. I wonder if she has grandkids and how often she gets to see them. How can you be staff at that age? I couldn't imagine having a full-time job right now, let alone working as much as I do. Notice she comes in at the second shift, which isn't that a little shorter? I don't see her during the day too much, so maybe that's why. Because, you know, they do put older people in, like, different work status, at least. I hope. Hope to God she's not doing purification right now and she'd have a heart attack and die. They should have a age limit for that.
Wait, that's the second time.
I've been in a sauna. 20 minutes tops. And that's getting out and going back in. Maybe 30 minutes going out and back in. Oh, there's... If communication is the universal solvent, why are you not allowed to have a discussion with me? If OTs can control matter, energy, space, and time, why can't they get rid of one protester? Oh, does she? Yeah. As long as I don't tick her off. They're sneaking out the back. We're going to move. The day shift, I think, there's people leaving. He looked out first, too. This is where I was. We're going to move. Hang on. I can break. This brake is so hard to get off. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go down here. Oh, he would be able to answer. If OTs can control mess, why can't they get rid of us? He had a OT bracelet. I'm gonna stand by this tree. It's a little bit flatter here too. Oh, he's calling somebody. Let them know I'm out here, probably. Why do they always talk on speaker? Like they're James Bond, instead of just calling on the phone. So everybody and their brother can hear him talking, if he's talking at all. Could be faking it. So there's some more Sea Org. Look. Oh, did we lose? There they are. See, silver. Hold on. If communication is the universal solvent, why can't you speak with me? They probably can't hear me. They're probably too far away. You probably just called and said, everybody go out the front door. I might move again, just to screw with them. They know calling the cops don't do no good.
Yeah, you could.
Tree is, things are falling off of the tree on me. Oh, it is autumn, huh? We do have, okay, Scooter Mom. You've been here for a while. Go rest. That's why I like my drive home. I get to sit. But I always get home still pumped up. The only problem is, from here If communication is the universal solvent, why can't you speak with us? And they're all in black again, so I'll bet it has some. Hi, what you need? Got any questions? I'll answer them.
I mean, I agree, so.
Yeah, good. Yeah. We're trying to make sure everybody's educated and letting them know that there's 2 foundations that'll help them escape. So we try to get that web address to them too. They say it has worked, that they are getting more phone calls. Because we've got about 100 channels all over the world right now doing what I'm doing. It's pretty cool. Yep.
Keep up the work.
All right. I like to mention that so that if they want to go look, they know there's other things to go look at. If I go like 10 or 15 minutes and I don't see anybody, I think I'm gonna go. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, well, no. I don't think they actually start till 6:30. Then again, I don't know. Hey, Marco! To the pass. Because you're ahead. That's cool. I've been in a mood today. I've been really super loud too, because it's not humid. I've been hitting them with that communication. Why can't they speak to me? That has to get in their head. The 2 things I've been saying is, if going, I don't know if it's clear or if it's just OT. I gotta look that up again. Excuse me, hiccups. No, I'm not drinking. If clears and OTs can control matter, energy, space, and time, it may just be OTs. Why can't they get rid of one protester? I've said that a few times. And I've said, if communication is the universal solvent, why can't you speak to us? I've been hitting them with that today. No, because I noticed that around this time, they're coming back. The second shift is coming in, and the day shift is coming back from dinner. So I see a lot more of them, and they come back here and try to sneak in this down the alley right here, or they are coming in and out of this door right here. So I moved. And I like right here because it's narrower because of the stairs, and they have to go right by me. So I noticed they were trying to sneak out the day shift. Either they're going to dinner. See, they're right there. And I've seen 3 Sea Org today. That's more than I've ever seen since they started, since in the beginning. I wonder where they're going, because they ain't got any money. So I'm wondering if they house them back here. I thought they housed them inside, to be honest with you. Oh, I think I'm drinking too much water. So, yeah, when I come at this hour of the day... Marco, you're funny. You're funny. Hi, y'all. If they come, I've been trying to be nice too, just to throw them off. If communication is the universal solvent, why are you not allowed to speak to us? He stopped. He stopped. Who's he talking to? Is that a member? Is that a public? Oh no, he's talking to another staff. Oh, he's gonna run by. Hello. He's in a hurry. If I'd have had cash, I was gonna offer to buy a Dianetics book just to freak him out. Because I want a new book to compare. Nah, I'll just get it on the eBay. You know what? I think I might bring my Dianetics book with me next time. And I just might open up and ask a few questions. That's a neat idea. I'm going to do that. Because they probably don't believe that I'm reading it. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I might read some things. Because I have highlighted a few things in there that are, Oh my God, she has a kid. That looks like a staff member. Give me some. Like from the Dianetics? Oh yeah, for sure. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna sit and go through it because I wanted to go over the next chapter, the rest of this chapter anyway, because oh my gosh, Marco, I don't think you were there Sunday. That chapter was so absurd. I think I got through maybe a third of it because we were just, oh my gosh, dumbfounded by what was in there. I just couldn't believe it. No wonder. I mean, if I had read that book, I would had been deathly afraid to have kids. It's probably why they so easily go to the clinic when they. Because, oh my gosh, because everything you do is going to screw up your kid. Because they can hear and feel everything. That guy was such a misogynist. It was just ridiculous. You know what? That's something I can ask AA. I forgot to check my email. AA, I asked AA if we could have an interview, even if it was just with her in the chat, and just have a few minutes of just asking her questions. Because I usually see her when I'm reading Dianetics, and I usually so focused on Dianetics, I ask those questions. I told her, I just like to know, like, how you got in, how you got out, that kind of thing. And haven't been to your reading hour. That's fine. But yeah, there were things I just couldn't even read. It was just, that guy is so hung up on pregnancy, and the way he was writing was every woman who's pregnant is having an affair or trying to get rid of it, and it's unsuccessful, and it harms the baby forever. I'm like, how many women do you think actually did that, you crazy loon? Oh God, it was horrible. He said there was a part that was so hard. Hold on, I'm gonna be nice because he's old. I'm being nice to the older people. I noticed. Hi, how you doing? I noticed the older people come in at night too, so it must be a shorter shift. He was saying that a pregnant woman going number 2 squeezes her baby and causes an engram that they have to now in auditing go back to and clear. Really? Yeah, I stopped so many times in that chapter that we couldn't even get through half of it. I'm still seeing people, so I'm not ready to go yet. She looks like one. Can't tell. If communication is the universal solvent, can you come speak with me? Nope. Yeah, there's shift change. The guy I came up on that was coming out of the side door went right on his phone and told him not to come out this door. So now they're coming out the back. Was working or too tired to concentrate, try to understand LRH delusional cryptic diarrhea. Oh, I don't blame you. Don't blame you at all. At all. I told you pretty much all you need to know from Sunday. That's all you need to know. That no wonder they're deathly afraid to have children. Everything they say, he pretty much said, everything they say, the baby will hear. And if you say blah, 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 then that's going to cause them a physical pain or emotional pain later in life. And I'm just like, well, holy crap, why have kids at all? Because you're just going to screw them up. You can't go to the bathroom, you can't talk. You know, they talk about silent births. Well, it sounds like they need to put pregnant women in a padded room with no noise, on a feather bed, and I don't know, bread and water. Oh my gosh. Oh, I understand, Marco. Okay, that's okay. I appreciate that you've been there at all. So I appreciate anybody that's been there at all, because it is difficult sometimes. Sometimes it can be just real dry, and sometimes it's just so absurd. I think I popped a blood vessel. Maybe I could do a short recap of the chapter for anyone that doesn't want to listen to the whole thing. I just thought of that. Like less than 3 to 5 minutes. I'll think on that. But yeah, you can live your life without ever reading it. Trust me. You know enough. It's just, I understand now why they don't go to the doctor. He has them deathly afraid to go to the doctor. Why they don't want to have kids. He has them deathly afraid of having children. That's pretty much it. Alright, I'm not seeing too many people now. I've been here getting close to 2 hours, and my phone's on 16%. It wasn't 100% when I started. And because I saw the table, I didn't get to take my tinkle break. So the place I normally went in to get my water, they were out of order again. So I was about to go in the coffee shop when I saw they had a girl sitting there with cans. And I'm like, oh, heck no. I went live. You can see I didn't put as much information in as I normally do. I literally went live and I was like, on it. Every time you read from Dianetics, I have to think of Samuel Jackson and Pulp Fiction. English food teacher. Hi. Yep. Oh, my husband likes that movie. I love Samuel L. Jackson in that. That was just so weird. Forget what I was gonna say. They waved and I got distracted. Well, anyway, my phone's yelling at me and I don't want to get the battery pack out. So, let's see, what's today? Tuesday. Thursday, I have to have my tooth removed, finally. So, I'm gonna, fingers crossed, I'm gonna be here Friday graduation. So, hopefully I'll be here for that. So I will see you all later on. Y'all have a great rest of your week.